difference. Now, I think the even bigger than that, actually, that's probably the biggest difference. But one of the bigger differences as well, this actually maybe it's like tied with the biggest difference between the body and this one, would probably come in the software. Now, this is the sad thing, okay? This is the very, very sad thing. When you look at both these phones, they kind of look like they got the same thing going on. I haven't done a speed comparison, I'll do it later on, but they kind of look like pretty similar phones. The Samsung Galaxy S21 is going to outlast the Galaxy S10 in terms of software. It's not really fair because I feel like the S10, the hardware is going to be so capable for so long. This is such a capable phone when it comes down to it. This phone deserves so many more versions of Android than it gets. This thing could last until like Android 15 probably because this phone still feels like that. With the S21, the biggest advantage that it has over the Galaxy S10, in my opinion, more than the cameras, more than the battery, more than anything else, is probably the software. You're going to be getting a longer lasting phone from the Samsung Galaxy S21 than the Galaxy S10. This phone is already 2 years old. It's probably getting Android 11 as we know. It's probably going to stop at Android 12. And that's really pretty much it. That's all it's going to get. It's still actually longer than what it was, planned on before. But the S21 is going to be getting two more versions more than what the S10 is going to get. So it's probably going to last until Android 14 or something like that. So this phone's going to last for much longer than the S10. And that's really the biggest advantage that the S21 has going for it. Is it fair? Yes and no. It's fair because obviously it's, a newer phone, but also when, like I said before, when you hold something like the Samsung Galaxy S10, it feels like it should last forever. And that's kind of the same way I felt with the Galaxy S9, but more so with the Galaxy S10 because this phone is still more than capable. And software and hardware with the battery, there's also a little bit of a difference here. We have a 3400 milliamp hour battery on the Samsung Galaxy S10, but a 4000 milliamp hour battery on the S21. And theoretically, we should get better battery life from the Galaxy S21. So that's kind of another advantage. I think, those two are probably the biggest, I guess, advantages for the S21 would probably be the battery life and the software, but more so the software. I think the biggest difference in the way the Galaxy S10 wins the most is the hardware, the way it feels on the outside, the way it looks. But I think the Galaxy S21 probably wins when it comes down to the battery and the software, when, especially things like the speed and performance and camera. We already know it's going to be better, but I think the S10 still kills it. But the S21 definitely wins in those categories. So in terms of that, that pretty much covers it up.